Hey Doomers, hope you're having a great day. I wanted to take this moment to address the fact that you are in the end times and we are due for a catastrophic rise in global temperature and disasters around the world. I'm certain all of you by now have heard about the heat waves in India, a man lighting himself on fire in front of Congress, among other things that are taking place in the war-torn world that we live in. So, I'm not sure how accurate this person is, who they are, or why they choose to remain incognito, though I can see the reasons. I'm awfully open about everything. As you can tell, I've been having fun this week, just posting whatever I like. Clearly, I don't give a shit anymore. I've done my patronage and displayed to the world the situation that we're in, and the only problem I have with YouTube is it's hard to stay relevant. You know, you've always got to keep up with a newer version of yourself, which has its benefits, but people even comment on other channels and say, where do I begin? You know, they're brand new to all this, and you can sort of lead them in direction, but you can't school them. You can only do your best. So this post today, why I'm doing this video is because I agree with it. I can see the signs. We just looked at the global temperature in the last video and how it looked like it was going a hockey stick, like it was going straight up, the exponential. And so in the feedback loops, everybody gets this, but this is from another person called Sam Carana. I briefly touched on. Here we go. He just made a post like 2 weeks ago. Runaway temperature rise by 2026. I'm going to read directly from his Facebook post. I'm sure he made this other places. Y'all have heard this by now. I just want to state this for the record for all the people who haven't seen or heard this. He gives these statistics, okay, and then let you be the judge. The first image shows a temperature rise for March 22 of 1.06 Celsius, which is a rise from 1951 to 1980. The second image shows a temperature rise from 1900 for March 2022 of 1.36 Celsius. The box on the second image shows that when, including further adjustment, which I think he's regarding which he means moving the baseline to back the way it should be. And side note, I know I'm interrupting, but listen, doesn't it make sense that like the UN is pushing this agenda that we got like a few years left to save the world? I mean, we are so behind the curve and they're lying to us, okay? It's way worse than anything we can ever imagine. And if you move the baseline back, we're already above 2 degrees Celsius. Okay, back to the post. The temperature rise from pre-industrial to March 22 could be as much as 2.35 C. A 2.35 C is only 0.65 C away from 3 C rise, and a 3 C rise will likely drive humans and many other species into extinction. It's all lining up. What he's saying, what the charts are showing, how the methane, what Guy's talking about, human extinction soon. By the end of this decade. Guys, there's no stopping this, okay? That we have no chance, okay? There's nothing, even the little things you do, little recycling, it doesn't do anything. Note that the March 2022 temperature is suppressed and we're currently in the depth of a La Nina. The difference between the top of El Nino and the bottom of La Nina could be more than 0.5 degree Celsius. The next El Nino may well go hand in hand with a high number of sunspots. The third image features two trends. The black trend is based on adjusted 1980 through March 2022 NASA data and shows that 3C could be crossed in 2027. The blue trend is based on adjustment from April 2012 to March 2022 NASA data and better reflects short-term variables such as sunspots and El Nino. The blue trend shows how 3C could be crossed in 2025, triggered by an emerging El Nino and high sunspots. Okay, here's the fun part. Runaway temperature rise. A strong El Nino combined with high sunspots could cause the global temperature to rise across 3C in 2025. Moreover, this could trigger runaway temperature rise. And as the temperature rise, I'm going to skip ahead. Loss of Arctic sea ice and its latent heat will cause more heating in the atmosphere, while changes in the jet stream will also cause more extreme weather. As humans go extinct, transport and industrial activities will stop that currently co-emit sulfur that masks the full extent of the temperature rise. In addition, worldwide forest fires and trash fires could cause huge amounts of black carbon. Then that will cause more water vapor in the atmosphere, 7% more water vapor for every 1 C of warming, further amplifying the temperature rise since water vapor is a potent greenhouse gas. For additional 1 C of warming, the global volume of perennial frozen ground to 3 meters below the surface is projected to decrease by 25% of the present volume, And as permafrost declines, huge amounts of carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide get released. As the ocean heats up, then this could temperature cause the seafloor methane bubbling up, and the clouds at a tipping point at 1,200 parts per million CO2 get crossed. That could cause a further rise to 8C. Although all the temperatures we could exceed 18 degrees Celsius. Clearly all not at once, but these are the milestones that we'll cross that will... Dude, we go extinct at 3C and at 5C, which is where we're headed. Both these worlds aren't even imaginable. Okay, definitely not inhabitable. So I just wanted to make a quick video to all the naysayers out there. You know, I can't stand YouTube either. Lex Friedman, Joe Rogan, Louis Rossman, all these ding-dongs. These fucking bumholes. None of them ever... They're so smart in AI and everything, but they never, ever talk about the climate crisis. They never even bring it up, even though it's front page news now. Guys, we're going to run out of oil and gas. We're going to run out of everything. Cheers to being in the collapse. Love you, mates. I'll chat with you soon. See ya.